This is episode 1 with What's the JAMODI podcast and who is Turner Cavender? Welcome to the JAMODI podcast. My name is Turner Cavender, former professional athlete and action sport enthusiast with a passion to spread inspiration and positivity. Each week, we deliver you an inspiring message to help you put your life in forward motion to achieve your ultimate goals. Now let's get this show started because it's just a matter of doing it. Welcome to the podcast. I am so excited to get this thing going. Today it's going to be a short introduction for this podcast, and we're going to talk about what is this podcast about, the JAMODI podcast, and who the hell is Turner Cavender, and why you should even listen to me. Well, I have my notes right here in front of me, and we're going to go over this. You're watching me on YouTube or Facebook Live. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for inviting yourself and coming into my life because I love your time and I respect it. So let's get right into it. What I want to do is give you a short introduction of why you should even listen to me and who I really am. My name is Turner Cavender. I am from Dallas, Texas. I am 32 years of age. And I want to give you a little background of who I am, okay? I came from a childhood with hearing loss. I was born with severe hearing loss, and along the way of my childhood, it presented some struggles. And with those struggles, they were a blessing in disguise. And what I mean by that is that I was able to take those struggles and turn them into motivation. Now, those people in life that gave me negative say, that you can't do this, you can't do that, and with that, it was a dark, very quiet time for me, and it was hard for me to make friends and so on and so forth. It was hard for me to do that, and I had to have a speech therapist and stuff. She taught me a lot how to talk, enunciate, and say stuff. And to this day, I still have some hearing loss today. I wear hearing aids, and I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of telling people about it. I'm very open booked, and through life, I got into motocross, an individual sport, and I thought I should focus on myself and do something I'm really good at. It takes a lot of athleticism, and I really just dove into the motocross, and I became really good. I got all the way up to professional ranks before I retired and went off to college at Texas Tech University. And while I was there, I was able to get a degree in exercise and sports sciences. It's called kinesiology at most universities, and a minor in nutrition. And I was able to take that degree and that knowledge and apply it to the dream that I knew what I wanted to do when I was a young kid at 9 years old. I knew I wanted to be someone that impacted people's lives for the better. And that's one thing that my passion is that my passion is to inspire others and share the positivity in life, because it's so negative in this world that we live in. And so, with that being said, I'll kind of go back and forth to topics, but I want to show you and tell you and paint the picture to you about what the JAMODI podcast is about. JAMODI podcast is seriously all about just giving inspiration and sharing passion, okay, and positivity to the world, because this is so important. We live in such a negative world today with social media, the news. It's so hard to be able to keep a chipper mind and keep a smile on your face, because the news is giving you all this bad news. They don't want to talk about the good news in life. And what I want to do is inspire you, okay? I want you to live the life that you deserve, okay? And you deserve everything that you've ever wanted and you dreamt about and thought about. And I'll go back to what I went through and why you should even listen to me, what I've gone through to get to the position I am. Today I run a facility that makes 6 figures here in Dallas, Texas. I run an online business. It's called Build and Shred Academy, and it's my way of impacting more lives, and I love it. And with this podcast, I'm going to be able to do that. And through that journey to get to this position I am today, I started in a 200 square foot facility, making no money, homeless, and living out of my truck and couch surfing and stuff like that. And it was a hard time, but I used that hard time as fuel to really just give back to the community, because I never gave up. Okay, now that takes me back to what the JAMODI is. What does JAMODI stand for? It stands for just a matter of doing it. And I got this saying from my mother. She told me at a young age, but there's 2 things she told me, and I kind of combined them, but at the same time it's separated. But I'll kind of start with the story of when I was a young age. It was about 9 years old. It was before Sunday school. My mother came in my room. She sat on the side of my bed, and she handed me this ceramic owl. And to this day, I still have that ceramic owl, and I move around with it. It's in my bathroom. I see it every single day. And she told me Use this owl and choose your friends wisely. Now, I took that, and you are who you hang around, and I take it very seriously. If you probably notice, I have a lot of owls around. I have a company that has the owl that's Cavender Coaching the logo is an owl, and it's Fitness Wisely. And I've also lived my life by JAMODI. I have it cut out of steel, like hard steel, laser cut, and hung up in my wall here in the facility in Dallas. And it says JAMODI, just a matter of doing it. I also have it tattooed on my arm, just a matter of doing it. And through those hardships of being, after school, it's hard to go work for the man when you really have a bigger passion to help more people. And I couldn't do that in a big box gym. I couldn't really impact that many lives. I could only do 1 hour at a time. And now I'm able to do online. I'm able to do up to 40 people in 30 minutes. And it's awesome. And the reason being is that's what I kept in my mind. It's just a matter of doing it. No matter if you're homeless, if it's hard to eat, just keep pushing forward. And thank you, Mom, for giving me those kind words, those strong words to carry with me. And that's what I want to do, is I want to spread and inspire the positivity to you and everyone out there to live the same life. So JAMODI is a thing that I've lived my life by, just a matter of doing it. And I want to kind of go over a couple other things that this podcast is going to be going over. It's going to be dealing with popular stresses of life. Now, there's anxiety, there's depression, all those kinds of different things that go on in life that you need to overcome to be able to serve the world and give love to those around you and inspire and give positivity and spread that out there, because we have way too much negativity that's spread. And so we're also going to be talking about the importance of fitness and health, and how important that is to have in life to be able to do anything else. If your brain's not functioning right and your body, the temple, is not working correctly, then how can you serve to the world? How can you serve to yourself? Okay? Now, the other thing that we're going to go over is being on the positive side of things. Just like I said in the intro of this podcast, spreading the podcast of positivity, and that's what this is all about, is spreading positivity. And the one thing that's huge is relationships. Okay, this is a big one, because you have to have a strong relationship with yourself before you can give and invest into a relationship, whether it's your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your clients, your family. You got to be with you and happy, and invest in yourself, whether it's mentally, meditation, or it's physically in the gym, or it's in the kitchen, food prepping and eating correctly. You got to invest in yourself to love yourself, that relationship. That's number one, relationship, before you can serve love to anyone else, spouse, loved ones, family, anything like that. Okay? Now, the other thing is going to be how to take action. Okay? You deserve the best thing in the world. You deserve the wildest dream that you could ever dream, and wake up and you're like, oh, was that real? Yeah, it can be completely real because you thought it. And all you need to do is take action and move forward with what you want to do in life. It's so easy to do. It's just a matter of doing it. You see what I'm saying here? So the most important of all is leveraging yourself and to live the ultimate lifestyle. Now, you don't have to be some Instagram crazy phenomenon. You don't have to be some Facebook huge followers. You don't have to have all these YouTube. You don't have to leverage what you have and really leverage who you are. Now, I'll tell you this much, and I'm sure you probably noticed this, but the ones that are so confident and have so much love with that one relationship, the most important, that one with yourself, that's the most attractive thing in the world, girls or guys, in the world, that attracts the most positive people in life. And opportunity and everything just flows your way, okay? Now, whatever it is you believe in, infinite God or whatever religion you are, it doesn't matter. It's all about loving yourself and serving yourself. And then after that, serving out and spreading the positivity and inspiring, just like I want to do here. And that's the goal that I'm going to do. And that's what it's all about. It's just a matter of doing it, because I'm going to do that, whether you like it or not. But I want to tell you one thing, guys. This is just an intro podcast, number 1 to this podcast, and I'm so excited. And I know you can hear the passion, the love that I want to serve and help you out But I want one thing from you. You got to do me a favor, because your word of mouth is my oxygen. And without your word of mouth, I can't breathe. So without your word of mouth, if you want to share this podcast, if you want to rate it 5-star, 1-star, I don't care. I need your word of mouth. I need you to spread the word that I'm doing on this podcast. And I'm here to help you, because it is a passion that I was born with, and I didn't know about it until I was 9 years old, and today I'm still living it out at 32 years old. Guys, I will see you next time on podcast 2, but remember, as always, JAMODI, it's just a matter of doing it. Take care.